Hello everyone, so for today's soup, we're going to be using garlic and oil. 1 tablespoon of oil is just for it to kind of make the garlic a little bit roasted. We have potatoes, celery, mushroom, carrots, and green onions. I have a sopita, which is chicken flavor something, and we have malagueta. It is something that I use since I was a little girl. Well, actually my mom used to use since I was a little girl. A little bit of salt to taste. We have the chicken already prepared. All I have to do is cut it into little pieces or shred it and add it to the soup. And we have the rice, which I cannot have soup without rice. It needs to happen. I bought the wrong broth. I got the vegetable instead of the chicken, so I'm just gonna use regular water to make my own broth. I'm not gonna be using any kind of broth for today's recipe, and that will be it for all of the ingredients that I'm using. After 3 minutes of the garlic being with the oil getting some color, I decided to add the carrots, the malagueta, which is those little tiny balls that I showed you, and I only use an average of 10 to 15 maybe the most. That's too much. 10, I will say 10. And I added the sopita, which is 1 little cube of this. It is pretty salty, so you might not need to use salt. After it is done, after those ingredients are all together and mixed in, then I will start pouring the rest of the ingredients. However, I always put the potatoes last because they get soft very easily, and then they become they're not hard anymore. And I don't like soup that has mashed potato in there. So that will be the last ingredient that I'm going to be using. This is what it's supposed to look like after 5 to 7 minutes. I added the mushroom and the green onions, and now the carrots are a little bit softer. So as soon as the mushroom and everything else become a little bit softer and starts getting more flavor, then I will add the potatoes and the rest of the ingredients, which is the noodles. That will be my last 2 steps. After 15 minutes in high heat, I decided to add the potatoes. So now everything is inside the pot with the exception of the noodles and the chicken, which I will be adding in a few, let's say 5 minutes, extra 5 minutes, so to let the potatoes take a little bit, get tender. Once that is done, we should be good, ready to eat. After those extra 5 minutes, to make the potatoes tender, I've taken a fork and I cut a little bit of the potato. To me, it still needs like another 2 to 3 more minutes, and then everything will be ready, because everything is already mixed in, all of the flavors. It smells amazing, just so you know. If you don't know what amazing is, just think of it as heavenly. All of the vegetables are great. The broth, this is the way I like it. I like it very light. Some people like it thicker. If you do, then I will suggest for you to add some more noodles. But like I said, I have my rice, so I won't be adding too much noodles. And you're good. You're good. So this is, oh, one thing that I forgot to mention, because I used the Maggi, the little cubes of chicken, flavor chicken, I've decided not to use any kind of salt at all because it was salty enough. So my suggestion is, with everything else, always try what you're cooking. Always try it for taste. Because if you don't, then you have no idea. I could be saying that it was 2 tablespoons or 1 tablespoon of salt, but I mean, every person is different. We eat based on our taste buds, so I would suggest to always taste your food.